Hello and welcome to part 3 of Winter Magic that we're doing at the end of 2025 to process everything that's come up so far this year, to be fully present in what's left this year, and start moving our energy towards what's ahead. If you haven't watched part 1 and part 2, I highly recommend that you do that because we're clearing space in part 1 and part 2 so we can be fully present and be more of a hollow bone to start planning and creating for 2026. So go watch those 2 first and make sure you subscribe if you want the rest of the series. So hello, I'm Tahverlee. I'm really glad that you're here. I really want to help you process 2025 and set you up to have such an amazing year ahead that you will never again not do this part of the work. I'm constantly surprised at how often people layer goals and intentions and rituals for the year ahead without giving any thought to what they're still carrying in their body and in their energy from the year before. It's like stacking, new bricks on top of a shaky foundation. And I say that because 2025 has brought a lot of shakes and disruptions into our lives, all of us. So those shakes and disruptions leave like cracks. And if we try to just build bricks on top of cracks, it's all just going to crumble. So the work and they might seem simple steps like what I've given you, but they are practical and they work. Do those 2 first and then come back and let's start getting into this more powerful, lit up, creative space so we can look ahead at what we desire for 2026. Because the year ahead is going to be different. It's going to be very different. In fact, I would say everything that you knew about your life is going to be different a year from now. And if you want to be able to influence how that difference works for you, if you want to be able to just say, wow, I didn't realize I had that much power to create in a time where things are still nutty. If you want to be able to say, I didn't realize I had that much power to create, then you definitely want to check the link in the show notes for the 2026 Intention Wheel. This 6-part series is going to give you everything I can in these bite-sized, practical, tangible pieces of magic, of ritual, and of spells. But the real work for 2026 is its own big work. Identifying how you want to influence your year ahead, how you want it to be, how you want it to feel, what areas of your life do you want change, where do you want to solidify, where do you want to put your stake in the ground and say, this is it, I want more of this. I will give you the intentions, the rituals, the processes, the tools. Link is in the show notes. So for part 3 today, I'm going to consider the first 2 parts really going into what you're processing from 2025. We did rituals, we wrote it out, we burned it. Simple, practical, it works. And also in part 2, we talked about if any new hooks or unprocessed trauma is still present in your body, to do the shadow work part. I don't have time to take you through the shadow work part here, but if you need it, do it. Part 3 is, okay, I've decided what I'm carrying forward from 2025. I'm leaving the rest of that shit in this year. I'm present now in this moment to still enjoy what's left of this year. And I am ready to look at what's coming next. I am going to give myself permission to explore how wild I can start to process the year ahead. We can't know what the world is going to do, although some of us that do lots of readings and predictions for the year can kind of say that we know what's coming without the details. But you can say what you're going to do. You can create the map and the compass of where you want to go, regardless of what's happening in the world. Because here's the real truth. If you don't have a map and a compass to guide you, you're going to get lost. You can't actually create something the way you want it if you don't know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, well, then you should spend some time figuring that out. And it might not happen overnight, which is why I have a whole class about it. And there's pages and pages of notes and questions and ways to help you identify what you want. And then I teach you how to do the spell in a way that if you change your mind, you change your mind. We can undo things if we want to take them out, add new things in, because here's the thing is when you, with your will, command what you desire, it's already in motion. The spells are the extra influences we add to it. It's already in motion. And usually it happens faster than you think when you fully can feel it, which is why I always add the caveat. Here's how to add more to your intention list, because a lot of times our intentions come faster than we expect. We expect it to be a whole year for all these things, these feelings, these experiences, these tangible things, all this that we want happens fast, and we're still have like half a year or a quarter of a year left. We're like, then what? That's what I want for you. That's why I'm here. So we're going to start by playing with your power. We're going to create 3 I am statements today that you are going to inscribe on a single candle that represents your power color. This time of year, a lot of us would use like red, black, maybe white. It could be anything you want. Could be blue, could be silver. They're beautiful candles this time of year. And I recommend, I meant to bring one, I don't have it handy, a tall taper candle. So about this tall, this big around, and it might sit about this tall. Yeah, I think any color will work. And what I want you to do first is play with your power. So an example of some of the 3 I am statements that I want you to create are, I am open to exploring how my power manifests in my life. I am open to exploring how powerful I really am. I am open to exploring how my magic can work. I am the magic. I am the power. I am my soul incarnated, and I have a purpose. I am. I want you to write 3. Create however you want them to be. Write them in a journal, write them on parchment paper, put them underneath a candle, write them in marker, write them in pen. It doesn't matter. Once you have 3 that just make your body go, oh gosh, I don't know if you'll know, because it's going to feel like an edge. You're going to be like, well, I'm not sure if that's really me. It is. I'm not really sure. Am I really magical? Can I really create what I want? Yes. Am I really actually powerful? Yes. So it should feel a little bit uncomfortable. And when you've written them out, you're going to take the candle that's about this tall, and you're going to use something wooden, like a toothpick, a branch of a tree, and you're going to write those 3 I am statements right into the candle. You're inscribing. You're using the tip of something wooden and inscribing. You're going to go bottom to top, turning the candle bottom to top until the whole candle has been inscribed. Leave no blank spaces. And if you have any essential oils or any magical liquids that you use, you might then anoint it. Or you could even take something beautiful this time of year, like an orange or a tangerine or a little bit of juice from a crushed cranberry, and just rub it bottom to top as you repeat those 3 I am statements. And then light the candle every day until it's burned. Now, there'll be lots more spells and rituals, definitely in the 2026 Intention Wheel class, link in the show notes. There'll be more. That's fine. You might have a multitude of magical spells and rituals. You might still be processing the feelings that we want to be present with now. It's okay. This candle, just burn it whenever you're with it. Of course, practice fire safety. Don't leave the candle unattended. In fact, never leave a magic candle unattended, because you're connected to that energy. Don't leave it so it just burns and you think it's going to go faster because you left it. No, it needs to be with you. And if it burns for 3 months, no problem. We have lots of magic to do in the meantime. That will be just fine. Okay, so we're going to get ready to go into part 4 next. And next, we're going to talk about more traditional practices of the year. Yule, winter solstice. We're going to do some big visualization for 2026. But for now, part 1, part 2, and part 3 have brought you here to get ready, to bring in your resources, to create an amazing year ahead. Now, another optional thing, if these 3 I am statements are, if you're feeling a little hooked about it or not sure or not clear or not powerful, write the 3 statements out, even the drafts that you have, and then pull 3 tarot or oracle cards to give you guidance on where that might start showing up in your life. There's so many layers of this ritual and this magic I could give you, but I have limited time. So stick with that. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and I will see you back for Part 4. Make sure you subscribe, join the class. I'll see you when I see you.